Hi, welcome to the Making Inferences with License Plate activity. In this activity, which should take you 15 minutes or so, maybe 20, you're going to use license plate to learn about making inferences. So hopefully you have this document open. I'm going to go and show you, I'm going to be talking about inferences and showing you some pictures, and I'll be going back and forth between pictures and this sheet. I want to encourage you to stop the video. I'm going to tell you at places to stop and try things, and then I'm going to put the answer in and you can check it. And then the last couple you're going to do on your own, and those are the ones that I'm going to check to make sure that you kind of understand this, okay? So let's get right to it. Making inferences. An inference is a conclusion you draw based on what's in the text and what you already know. So you need to, let's go and look at my little PowerPoint here. And there that is. So you need to read between the lines. That's what I want you to know. That idea of an inference isn't there. It's not in the picture. It's not in the text. It's something you have to do. It's a logical guess. It's a logical guess based on those two things, based on context clues, what you see or what you read, and background knowledge, what you already know. And that's an inference. So if you walked into my classroom and I was giving you a look like this, look down at my picture in the corner, you'd know that I was angry, because you could see this look on my face and my body language. And you know from your background knowledge, maybe your mom, maybe some lady down the street or in a store, somebody in your life has given you a look like this. And it was anger, and you know it's anger. So if you see that, you know it's anger. That's an inference. I never say I'm angry, but you can look at me, see something, know something, and make a logical guess. We do it all the time. You do it 1,000 times a day. Looking at things, reading things, watching TV, you make inferences. But we're going to make some inferences, we're going to make some very conscious inferences. And as you start getting into more difficult text, richer text, authors expect that you are going to make inferences. So we're going to practice it to make sure that you're conscious of the inferences that you're making. So here's a chart. You can see there are 10 license plates. I'm going to go through, I'm going to show you. You're going to make an inference and write it down, okay? I might write some of them. I'm not really sure how many of them I'm going to go ahead and write. But all right, here we go. Where's my PowerPoint? Here it is. All right, so here we go. Okay, what logical inference can you make about this driver? You see some things here, right? You see Go Hokies. You see this Virginia Tech logo, and you see the word invent. Okay, I want you to stop the video and make an inference, and then I'm going to make an inference. All right, so the inference I'm going to make, I see Go Hokies, so I can infer, oh, I already put this one, I see Go Hokies, so I can infer the driver's a Hokie fan. You might also have written something like, I see the word invent, so I can infer that this person likes to make things. Maybe they're an engineer or an architect. That they like to build, they like to make, they like to invent. That's maybe what their major was in college. Okay, let's keep going. PowerPoint. Okay, here's the next one. What logical inference can you make about this driver? Focus on the license plate. Yeah, do you know what that is? These are called vanity plates. I love this. This is like a game to me. I love figuring out what license plates say. For a little extra money, you can put whatever you want on a license plate, as long as it fits the, it's the right number of letters and numbers. So this is hate to wait. H8, hate to W8, wait. So if this was on the back of a car, what do you think that means? Go ahead and you can stop the video and make your inference, and then I'll make one. All right, the inference I'm going to make, oh, I put this one on there too. I hate to wait, so I can infer that the owner is impatient. All right, let's keep going. Now you're going to do some on your own. What logical inference can you make about this driver? Take a look at it. Go ahead and stop the video make your inference, and then we'll talk about it. This is number 3. All right, some things you might see. The Redskins helmet. The oh my gosh, the OMG, and the word win. So maybe they're really big Redskins fans. Maybe you didn't know that was Redskins, but you knew it was a football helmet, so you could say they're football fans. Some other inferences you could make, and I hope you don't make this one too often. You know they live in Virginia. You can't get a Virginia license plate without living in Virginia. You know they got their car in July. Oops. And if you might be able to make an inference from this, I can because I have some background knowledge. I know that Pearson is a dealership, and so I could infer that that they bought this car at Pearson Auto Dealer. Okay? Go ahead and stop the video if you want to adjust it. Okay, number 4. What logical inference can you make about this driver? This license plate says, was his. Go ahead and stop the video. Fill in your number 4 box. I see blank, so I can infer blank. Okay. I see was hers, or was his. I make the inference that maybe they were married or they were together and then they split up, and maybe it was his car, but she got it, in a divorce or a bad breakup, and she gets to keep the car. And it's a pretty nice car. It's a Porsche Boxster. Pretty impressive. Okay, number 5. What logical inference can you make about this driver? Go ahead and stop the video. Fill in I see blank, so I can infer blank. Okay, some things you see. You see flowers. Oops. You see state wildflower. You see this vanity plate that says maybe wildflaw, which is Florida, but it kind of sounds like flower, so I think it's supposed to sound like wildflower, but someone who lives in Florida. You can make some inferences like they like to garden. Maybe they work as a landscaper or a farmer. You could, I don't know. What other inferences? Go ahead and make sure you have one. All right, I think this is number 6. What logical inference can you make about this driver? Take a look at it. Go ahead and stop the video and fill in the box. I see blank, so I can infer that. Okay, so I see that it says, another one of these vanity plates that says gamer girl, and I see girls are gamers too. Well, my background knowledge tells me that she plays video games. I know the term of gamer as someone who plays video games, and she's pretty proud of it. So it's kind of unusual. If you look at the statistics, girls don't play as many video games as boys. I know some do. I do, but there are lots that don't. So gamer girl. This is a girl who video games. If you said something like it's a girl who likes games or sports, I'd be okay with that too, because maybe you didn't have that gamer background knowledge like I do, and that's fine. You can only make an inference based on what your background knowledge is. So people make inferences at different levels, okay? I can also infer that this person lives in Washington State. And Washington State is a pretty rainy state, and I like that this is on a rainy car. I knew it wasn't Washington, D.C. because of the mountain in the background. And there are a couple of big mountains in Washington State. Not many mountains in Washington, D.C., right? Good. Okay, so the next 3 I'm not going to give you answers on, or the next 4 maybe, and these are the ones I'm going to check. I think you probably have this by now. So let's see how you do. And if you're struggling with it, come over and ask me, okay? And I'll help you out. All right, so how about this one? What logical inference can you make about this driver? I want you to stop the video and fill in the blank. I see blank, so I can infer blank. Okay, got it? All right, let's keep going. What logical inference can you make about this driver? This takes a little more specialized knowledge, but you can make some general inferences, and based on how much you know, you could make some pretty deep inferences here, okay? So I see blank, so I can infer. Go ahead and stop the video and make your inference. Okay, next one. What logical inference can you make about this driver? I see blank, so I can infer blank. Go ahead and stop the video, write your inference, and then come back. Okay, and our last one. What logical inference can you make about this driver? I see blank, so I can infer. And just for kicks, if you're sitting there, read the license plate out loud because I love to hear it. Okay, stop the video, fill in the inference. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to the document that you're working in. And at the bottom, oh, I didn't put it in this one. I have it in yours. I believe there's a picture of the license plate here. Okay, so this is, I put a picture in the document, but I think the directions tell you to go and open this up. It's also in the Google Classroom. It's right under the document you're working on. And you're going to create your own license plate. I'm going to give you a little grade on this. You're going to put a picture in. You're going to fill in. You may use this many letters and numbers or fewer letters and numbers, but you may not use more than 6 letters or numbers. You have to be a little clever here and maybe take out a vowel like that. Remember that Gamer Girl license plate? They didn't have any vowels in there, but we could still understand it as Gamer Girl. And then something under here, like we saw some things like Go Hokies or State Wildflower or whatever, something that connects to your picture. And if you don't know how to insert a picture, I'll show you very quickly. You don't even have to click here, but it's going to go there. So you're just going to go to Insert, and you're going to go to Image, and it's going to bring up a box. And then I think the easiest thing is to go just to Search, and it's going to search Google for you. So give it an idea. So maybe I love cats. I don't love cats, but it's an easy one, and there's a really cool picture of a cat that I like. And so it's going to go like that, and I love this crazy looking cat right here. So I'm going to select it, and I'm going to put this cat in. Now that's a big cat. That's a little larger. So you're just going to grab a corner, and I think most of you have done this, but if you haven't, feel free to come find me and ask me, and I'm going to bring it down to the size so it fits right in there. And then here maybe I put I love cats, or ASPCA supporter. ASPCA is the Association for the Protection of Animals or something like that. Supporter. Okay. Now, when you work in these, each one of these is a text box, so be careful if you delete something. And if you need my help, tell me. If you just type a letter in, you can do that. Now, don't delete the box because it'll take it away, but you can delete the letter if you're careful. So I might put cat lady. Oops. Lady. Now what happens if you do delete? Let's say I accidentally delete this box. Oops. I accidentally delete this box. Now I can't put anything in there. What you can do is click on this and you can copy and paste. So to copy something, you hold your Control key and you press C. And I always click off of it. And then to paste, you put Control and V as in victory. And we're going to put it there, and then I could change that to Y. Again, if you're stuck, come ask me. So create this, and then make sure you turn in both documents, the Making Inferences document and the license plate document. And then you're done with this assignment. You can move on. Please let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.